Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe a copyright under 17U.S.C. 107.
Ringo TV Reactions back at you again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Let's get down to business.
Young nigga about that paper. 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 Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out cleaners, keep me up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might slide through with that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a threat. Young nigga about that paper. 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 Hop on that jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it a top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a threat. Young nigga about that paper.
Ringo TV Reactions, #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. You already done know what it is. Ringo TV, we in the building for another one. Make sure you get those likes up on the stream one time. The Door. We back again with another one. You already done know what it is, fam. Welcome to the stream, Ringo TV Reactions. You already done know. You know we have a lot of work to do tonight. Whole lot of work. Hassan Campbell is in the news. Yeah, that's right. It seems as if though your boy made a pact with the devil for some reason. And we got to talk about this. So as you come in, get comfortable because we got a lot to share. We got to break down all of this material. And And don't hesitate to click that like button. Make sure you click that like button right now. This is the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. There is no other. So you already done know what it is. Right? So, where do we begin? Hassan Campbell said that Vlad TV is a culture vulture, and how, as a black community, we should not be taking our issues to the other nations. He had a lot of things to say about Vlad TV, but for some reason, he ended up on his podcast. So I'm trying to figure this out. Like, how does a man that talk all that garbage about Vlad end up on his podcast to be interviewed? Well, it's called clout chasing. And I warned you. I told you that Hassan is working with the feds. I told you. Y'all didn't believe me. Now you see the truth. So what are you going to say now? What are you going to do now? Hey, again, we have a lot to talk about. A whole lot. Because Hassan walked through the door. He went through the door. And we're going to show you what he did. We're going to expose him for who he really is, a clout chaser. A man who is not only clout chasing off of Bambaataa, but he's also clout chasing now off of Vlad TV. So you be the judge. I mean, why would a guy that talk all this talk about the door end up walking through the door? He took the oath, y'all. Remember, Nori said there's 3 doors. Hassan went through the door, fam. And I know it's difficult for you. I know it's bothering you. It's driving you crazy. You know, it doesn't even make any sense. But he went through the door. All that talk about the industry and the sacrifices, but he's on Vlad TV. Smiling and cheesing and laughing up a storm, so happy to be there and whatnot. He couldn't wait. He was like, finally. My goodness, man. What a shame. Anyway, y'all, let's get into this thing. We're going to break down these videos, these clips. I'm pretty sure y'all all saw the videos. Y'all saw every one already, right? So I'm not going to play it through like we're watching a movie on a screen. That's not what I'm doing. I'm here to react. I'm here to break it down, to make sense of everything that you heard, right? Because while he was on Vlad, he changed his story. That's right. He changed his story. All of a sudden, now it's another story now. Now you got 2 different stories. Matter of fact, he changed his story like 4 times already. So now, let's get into this thing, fam. Let's not waste any more time. Let's break this thing down. Let me set this thing up real quick. Hold on a second. Because, man, it took forever to set everything up in this room, bro. You don't know. To do all of this stuff by yourself with no team, no staff, nobody, just yourself, it's a lot of work. Right? So let me see. Hold on a second. Let me load this down. All right, where are we at? Okay, the door. Let's take a look at this, fam. Let's rewind this thing back. Put the volume up. And salute to everybody that's in the chat. Again, be sure to click that like button one time. Likes don't cost you not $1. Click that like button. You're on the best channel on YouTube, hands down. There is no other. You know, I got to keep reminding you. There is no other. Right? Okay. Let's break this thing down. We're looking at Hassan Campbell talking about Vlad TV, right? Because he had a lot of things to say about Vlad. And also put a 1 in the chat if you can hear everything clear. That's another thing. Because I don't want to be speaking and I'm, you know, something wrong with the system. You wouldn't believe how much I was fighting with this system, man. Like, I had all sorts of tech issues, man. I was just going crazy all morning, man. It's crazy. Okay, all right, so everything is good? Okay, cool. All right, so, again, we're looking at Hassan Campbell talking about Vlad TV, but yet he went on Vlad TV. So let's listen to him. Let's take a trip down memory lane. We got a lot of videos to do. I'm running the numbers up. I gave all you content creators, listen, I gave all you content creators an opportunity to make videos. Understand that. Because you know you're watching me. Because I'm the one that broke the whole case. So I gave you an ample amount of time to make your little videos, do your little reporting. Now it's time for me to bring out the real, right? So let's get into this thing, break this thing down. So this video here, he was talking about Vlad, he was talking about the door. But yet, for some reason, Haas got a check from Vlad TV because Vlad TV is not gonna let you just come up there empty-handed. He's gonna give you a check. Now, for most of you that don't know how Vlad TV do business, the way he do business is he do the interview, right? He do the interview in 4K resolution, and he record the entire thing from beginning to end. Then what he do is he milk the system. What do you mean by milk the system, Ringo? Well, I'll explain it to you. He uploads pieces of the interview. We're talking about like 8-minute clip, 5 minutes, 3 minutes if need be. And then what he do is he'll wait for the views to hit at least 100K. And then he upload another 5-minute clip, another 7-minute clip, because he's trying to maximize the amount of views and the earning potential for each of those views. For every 1,000 views, you get a certain amount of money. So if you think about it, with the first video, think about how many views that got. And then you look at the second video, it's not moving as fast as the first video. But this is how he do his thing until he gave you a bunch of clips. And then finally, he released the entire interview to the public. So to all of you that became members to see the interview, you just waste your money. Because eventually he's gonna post the whole thing. And it's an opportunity to just make a whole bunch of money. So now, if you think about the amount of thousands that he's gonna make, Haas had to get a big check. Haas got a big check. We're talking about 30 bands up to about 50 bands, like that, or more, depending on the negotiation of that deal. He went through the door. He had to sign a contract. He had to do something in order to give this material over to Vlad TV. So he got a big paycheck. This is why you don't see him around. You know, you might see him later on tonight. You might see him tomorrow. Maybe he came on already. I don't know. I'm too busy working. But nonetheless, let's get to this tape. Let's break this thing down so we can do what we got to do. So again, put on your seatbelt so that we can break this thing down and pay attention in class. Let's go.
It's a door. And guess what? Haas ain't go through that door.
It's a level of success where it's a door.
Now, he said there's a door and Haas didn't go through that door. That's a lie. Haas already went through the door. You just can't get on Vlad TV unless you walk through the door. And to think about this hypocrite, you spoke so much negative stuff about him being a culture vulture and that he's the CIA and the feds. Why would you go on the feds if you don't believe in snitching? Why would you go there? Because Haas also worked with the feds. I told you already. We had our foot on his neck and the feds decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put him on Vlad because Ringo TV Reaction has his foot on his neck and he's exposing him. And we need people like Haas out there to manipulate the people and keep them dumbed down. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you on Vlad, 2 million, 3 million followers. Oh yeah, you're definitely going to have a lot of people viewing you now. And we're going to push that same Bambaataa story to the whole world so they could believe this BS. That's what they're doing right now, right? Because by him being on Vlad, it's to propel his message. It's to push it into the algorithm. That's what this is all about. It's a business deal. Haas walked through the door. He cannot be trusted. He's been bought and paid for already, guys. All you brothers and sisters that have been following him, believing in him, he walked through the door. So everything else that he do now is going to be him bragging about, yo, I was on Vlad. I'm the best in the YouTube streets. I'm this, I'm that, I'm all of this other stuff. All a clout chase. If you're a man-made, if you're self-made, you would have did this on your own. Of all the black content creators, you could have went on the platforms of black content creators. You decide to go on the Culture Vulture podcast. Now you got to think about this. This is what Haas called this man. So why would you go there when you could have went on a podcast of a black content creator? Man, you could have made your own podcast. You could have made your own thing. But no, you decided to clout chase off of Vlad TV now after walking through the door. What a shame. What a shame, fam. Absolutely embarrassing. But this is how it is in today's day. These guys will do anything for success. Absolutely anything. Let's get back to this. Let's go.
It's a door. When you platinum and you getting 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you can walk in. I'm not sure if it's homo or if it's Illuminati. I just didn't take that door. I went straight. There's 3 different doors, right? There's 3 different ways to walk.
There's 3 different ways to walk, according to Nori. 3 different ways. Now, Ha's been playing this type of tape every single time he do a live stream. He's always playing this tape. Always telling you about that door. Now he walked through the door. I mean, it's pure hypocrisy. This is why you cannot take these guys serious, man. And he always wanted to walk through the door. Haas always wanted to be like the rappers. Don't let him fool you. He always wanted to be like the rappers in the industry. Let's go.
There's to the left. There's to the right. And then there's straight. Straight is you're on your own.
So the straight door is when you're on your own. Now, I'm saying this because Haas has a way of twisting words and, I guess, trying to make it seem like it's something more than what it is. What did Nori just say? Walking straight is one of the doors, which means you're on your own. Do you remember that? Okay. Let's get back into this.
Let's see if you continue the success, young man. Let's see if it's all about your skills, young man. Let's really see that. And you went straight. To the right, I'm not sure if that's the homo shit right there.
Now, he just said to the right. He don't know if that's the rainbow. You know what I mean? He don't know if it's the rainbow to the right. So the right door is the rainbow. The door in front of you means you're on your own. Okay?
And then it's to the left. I'm not sure if there's some sacrifice shit going on right.
Left door, sacrifice. Right door, rainbow. Left door, sacrifice. Front door, you're on your own. You remember those doors? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I went straight.
Hey, Vlad, is that not your platform? Why you didn't tell Nori when he sat on your couch and he told you that there's a door, there's 3 doors. One is bestiality, one is homosexuality, and the other one is sacrifice.
That's not what he said. You see that, right? You see that. You see that, right? Okay. Right there, Hassan Campbell just lied. Because the man never said nothing about bestiality. He never said that. He said the right door is the rainbow. The left door, sacrifice. Door ahead, you're on your own. Which means I don't want to deal with none of these 2. I'll go try to do my career by myself. Haas said that there's 3 doors: bestiality, the rainbow, and sacrifice. Do you see how he add on things to make it seem like something it's not? But now he's telling Vlad, oh, why you ain't talk about Nori. Why you ain't say that Nori was wrong? Think about this. Let's get back to this tape. Let's go.
These are the three doors of the industry. Why you didn't sit up there and tell Nori to stop lying? Huh? Like, nah. All right.
But you're lying. Haas, you lied. You lied on Nori. So already you're not credible. You're not a credible source. You're not. You said that Nori said bestiality. He didn't say that. So why would Vlad TV ask him that? Clearly you're lying to your audience. Nori said the right door is the rainbow. Left door is the sacrifice. Front door, you're on your own. But you went through one of the doors. You didn't go to the door in front of you. I think you went through the sacrifice. Yeah. He went through that sacrifice door. That's right. Think about it. Because what else did he do? How could he get there? Why would Vlad bring him on? Because he had to take the oath. He got fed up. His YouTube views were low. Nothing was popping. He said, look, I know I talked about that door, but I'm going to have to go through the door. I'm going to have to go through that door, fam. It's now or never. Now or never. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to get that check. And that's exactly what he decided to do. Go through the door. And at this point, he don't really even care what people on YouTube are saying. He don't care. Because when you go through that door, the amount of money that you start to get, man, the fame, the places you're able to go, the interviews, I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing Hassan Campbell on a lot of different podcasts. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if another 1 million, 2 million sub count podcast invite Hassan Campbell to come on. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all, fam. But let's get back to this tape. Let's go.
Watch. Academics. Look at Academics' face. Look.
Hear it. This industry is not what it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper. You got 200 followers. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than me. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. It's rigged. Yo, listen, you have to sit down with Spotify. Sit down with Apple. You have to.
You have to.
Do this interview. You have to. If you don't want to, you have to. You have to go see this person and sit down and talk to them. You have to go and do this. You have to. Yo, you can tell you facts. Hear it.
Look at
this industry is not what it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper. You got 200 followers. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than me. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. It's rigged. Yo, listen, you have to sit down with Spotify. Sit down with Apple. You have to do this.
You have to. You have to sit down with Spotify. Just like Haas had to sit down with Vlad TV. Shout out to Sherelle in the building. Sherelle in the building. You have to. That's what he said, right? You have to. When you walk through that door, there's no, oh, I don't feel like doing the interview. I'm tired this morning. I don't feel like getting out of bed. No, you have to. You have to be there. But I don't like that person, though. I don't want to work with them. No, you have to. You have to be there. It's just the way it is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts If you're not there, you're done. We're going to see you in a car wreck, house fire, you name it. Something is going to take place. You're going to be on the news, and they're going to make up some story of how you passed away. This is how they always do it. You know? This is how it is. Let's get back to the tapes.
You have to. If you don't want to, you have to. You have to go see this person and sit down and talk to them. You have to go and do this. You have to. Yo, you gotta check the boxes. Literally, you could say, I don't feel like doing that. I don't even like that person. You have to. You're a puppet.
Puppet. Just like Hassan, he is a puppet. He's been a puppet in the game. And the puppet master's been pulling the strings the whole time. And a lot of you that have been siding with him, you just couldn't put the pieces together. That's why we try to do these videos in hopes that you wake up. But it's up to you. You know, if you don't want to wake up, then hey, there's nothing nobody can do to you to wake you up.
You can't say some shit. Take that down. Take it down right now. Okay.
Now notice what he just said right there. You can't say certain things. Take that down. Take that down. You can't do this. You can't do that. I'm pretty sure that when Haas walked through the door and made the deal with VLADTV, the contract probably stated, you know, you can't do no content till we complete this. Meaning, I don't want nothing from your channel to distract from the views that I'm trying to get. In other words, once we made this deal, you can't go to your platform, start making videos, bringing attention to you. No. I want my money's worth. See, all these other content creators, they're not breaking it down like this. They don't have it in them to do this. All right? So the way this works is he's a puppet. He got to do as he's told. It goes back to everything that Tekashi 6ix9ine said. You have to. You have to. You have to do these things in order to have the fortune and fame. Now, who did Hassan sacrifice? I don't know. Somebody had to get sacrificed, because you just don't walk through that door for free. You don't get how can I say? You don't get a spot on a large platform to do interviews about your Bambaataa story unless you walk through that door and made a deal with the devil. There's no way around this. Do you understand? No way around this. Let's get back to the tape. Let's go.
Don't say that. I'm telling you facts. Hear it. This industry is not what it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper. You got 200 followers.
Notice what he said. The industry is not what it seemed to be. Now, I got breaking news for you out there in these YouTube streets. The industry, hear me. The industry is now on YouTube. Did you just hear what I just said? Wake up. The industry is now on YouTube. A lot of these industry cats all got podcasts. Haven't you figured that out yet? All of the big names in the industry, because they ain't making no money in the industry. So now the industry is on YouTube. So now the new hustle now is to get content creators under contracts where you're able to eat off of them, put them in deals, enslave them if need be, to the point where you own their platform, taking all of their revenue. Peep the game, because Some of you content creators may end up walking through that door. You better be independent like me. See, I'm self-made. I don't got to go to nobody's platform to clout chase off of them to build and grow. No, it's all organic. Doesn't matter how long it takes. It's all organic. Don't be a sellout like Hassan, because he was talking a lot of smack about VLADTV. But yet he's sitting on the director's couch now. How that look? Come on, man. That's crazy.
You have to. You have to. Look at Academic's face while Tekashi is spilling the beans and giving the secrets. Yo, I don't think y'all understand, man.
No, we understand that you a sellout. We understand that you let your audience down. We understand that you got a check from Vlad. Vlad cut you a nice check, right? Probably hit you off with 60 bands, bro. Probably 70. Because he's going to eat good off of those videos. He's going to eat lovely. He's eating with the membership. He's eating with all the views. Now, you have to think about this, ladies and gentlemen. As a content creator, I understand how the business is. With Vlad having over almost 3 million or some odd subscribers, for him to have all of those subs and those videos hitting 100K views and them ads are running nonstop, that's a lot of eyes on those ads, a whole lot. So he's ranking in a bag just off of one video. So by the time he finished milking all those videos, he already got back the money that he gave Haas. He already got back that money. That's easy. But now Haas cannot do his normal routine because that's going to interfere with the money grab from VLADTV. You have to understand, the industry is now on YouTube. Don't think that for one split second that all these podcasts are just doing their thing and they just grew organically. No, a lot of these platforms are government funded. They're started by the government, started by the feds, started by these record labels to control artists and podcasters as well in order to have all the money, all the success, and you don't make nothing. Whereas you could have did this thing by yourself and be independent. Instead, you decided to go to Vlad so that he can pretty much do the work for you. Because think about this, the promotion that Haas get, he's getting that through Vlad. So he's getting the promotion, he's getting his name in the algorithm, he's getting everything that he always wanted. Yeah, to push a narrative. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You know, let's get back to the tapes. Let's go. And as you come into the building, be sure to click the like button. Likes are for free. Let's go.
Tekashi was blackballed. It was over for him.
Okay, so if it was over for him, how did he get back in, Haas? Let's hear him say it.
Until Whack 100 and Academics and me sat down at the table.
Oh, so Academics, Whack 100, and Hassan sat down at the table or at the door? I'm trying to show you the truth. I'm trying to show you. He is basically taking the credit, saying that him, Whack 100, and Academics sat down at the table. And because of them, now Tekashi is able to go on tour and do his thing and make his money. So basically they're taking the credit. How could that happen? Maybe you walked through the door. Maybe you been walked through the door. Think about it now. Maybe he been walked through that door. And we thinking that he just walked through the door. But he probably been walked through the door. a long time ago. Because with all of this talk about Bambaataa this, Bambaataa that, all this mess, I mean, we tired of hearing that. For all we know, you're an agent that was sent to take down Bambaataa, and maybe Bambaataa is dirty. But you're dirty too, Haas, because you were touching kids too. Think about all the videos I've done thus far, exposing Haas. He said he touched kids too. So what about those victims? See, this is the problem. Everybody focusing on you. But what about the kids you touched? What about them? What about the kids you hurt? What about the kids you molested? See, nobody don't want to talk about that because you still acting like a victim. You 47 years old and you still crying. You a Muslim, right? But you don't have no forgiveness, right? See, this is why you can't take these cats serious, because they playing a game with you. This is a hustle. And he used VLADTV to push the same garbage. And you know what's so sad about this is that you went on VLADTV to talk about your abuse, as if though he cares. I thought you said black issues should not be discussed with those people over there. And it's nothing about Caucasian people, but my point is, when we talking about black issues, the last place I would want to be on is a Caucasian podcast talking about black issues. If we're going to talk about that, we need to talk about that amongst ourselves. Right? It makes no sense. What's the point of embarrassing ourselves on a Caucasian platform or whatever platform, whatever team Vlad is playing for? It doesn't matter. The point is, why go over there when you have all of these black podcasts right on YouTube that you can go to, and instead you chose Vlad TV? Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? Because basically you're a sellout at this point. You sold your people out for some shekels. He sold his people out for some shekels, ladies and gentlemen. That's what he did. Let's go.
It caused so much of controversy with them putting me on the platform. It went so crazy through America that Tekashi is now touring all over again.
So he's touring all over again because of you, right? Because you walked through the door. Because you sat down with Whack 100, and Whack 100 was also on Vlad TV. So all of y'all been on Vlad TV. So all of y'all walked through the door. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Fam, Haas couldn't wait to sit down on the hot seat on Vlad TV, man. You know how embarrassing this is? This dude been talking all this time for 7 years, and he finally got his big break on Vlad. What a shame.
It's a door. And guess what? Haas ain't go through that door.
Lie.
It's a door. And guess what? Haas ain't go through that door. Haas ain't go through the homo. Haas ain't go through the sacrifice. Haas ain't go through the bestiality. This is why you sit up there and you watching them sabotage my platform as we speak.
Nobody's sabotaging your platform, fam. You sabotaging your platform after you walk through the door. See? And now the powers that be got you right where they want you, begging at masses' feet. See, when you used to talk about how big you are and how you're the number one this and that, when you go to Vlad and you sit down on the director's couch, you have emasculated yourself. You're no longer that guy because you sold out. You would have gotten more respect if you would have rocked out on your own and go through the struggle. But no, you got tired and you said, you know what? I know I talked a lot of crap about Vlad, but man, I need to be on his podcast, I need for him to interview me. in order for me to get my numbers up. Because your numbers is going to go up. I know it is, because once you walk through that door, things are going to change for you. Trust and believe that. But I know right now you're under contract and you're not allowed to really talk about, you know, your interview and so with Vlad just yet, because he got to run the numbers up. You understand? You can't really talk about it. He probably made you sign a contract where you can't even make any podcasts about it. Or maybe you behind the scenes probably was telling Vlad, you know, I'm sorry, Vlad, you know what I mean? Sorry for talking about you negative. You probably was kissing his ASS the whole time, bro. I could just imagine how much ASS kissing was going on. You were cheesing ear to ear. As soon as that interview started, you was like, finally. Now, any man that says finally is a man that always wanted to be on Vlad. Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
Self-made. Got the hottest name in the game.
Hottest names in the game. Yeah, okay.
But Vlad gonna sit up there and play military mind games with you with academics and try to make you believe what happened to Michael Jackson, Vlad? So you're gonna tell me Michael Jackson died the same way? Prince died the same way as Michael Jackson?
No, he didn't die the same way. What are you talking about? Like, this guy is bugging out. What are you talking about the same way? Come on now. You don't realize how you damage your name. Just by you going on Vlad, it's like your name is no good. I mean, it's bad enough you embarrass yourself in the projects going crazy in them streets. But to go on Vlad TV, you just destroyed your name. Like in these YouTube streets, a lot of people are making videos. And they're going in. I pretty much watched everybody's videos. Anybody that made a video about Haas being on Vlad, I watched your video already. You know, for the most part, people that might be actual content creators that are active, I most likely watch your videos. And I heard a lot of the things that y'all had to say. And based on all of the things, people are not happy with you, Haas. You literally, you had a lot of people that was rooting with you. Like they didn't agree with a lot of your antics and the BS. But I think by you going on Vlad, it just ruined your name. Like your name is no good in the streets. Like nobody could take you serious at this point. It's like being in the hood and you talking to the police, but you going back to the projects, to the trap house. Nobody trusts you no more because now we know you really working with the feds now. Now we know your entire shooting was all a setup. And that's why the powers that be put you on Vlad, to push that story, to push it. Because people like myself and others dismantle all of your BS. And we made the public see that you're a fraud. So they decided to send you over there by Vlad because he have more of a reach with his subscriber base. But see, even with that subscriber base, it cannot stop this truth. It can't. Right? Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
Stop dunking me, Vlad. Sit down and have a face-to-face conversation with me, Vlad. You ducking me. Have that face-to-face conversation with...
Notice he's saying you ducking me. You ducking me, Vlad. Have that face-to-face conversation with me, Vlad. You ducking me. You were talking really grimy, bro. But yet you in his studio cheesing. You ducking me, Vlad. But you went to his couch to sit down.
Me, Vlad? Stop ducking me.
See, that was his whole time fishing for Vlad to put him on. He was begging, please, Vlad, please put me on your podcast. Please interview me. Please, I'm begging you, massa. Please, please, please. This is what he was doing. The whole time he was doing that.
What happened to Michael, Vlad? What happened to Prince? Michael Jackson put out that song. All I really want to say is they don't really care about us.
If they don't care about us, why you went on Vlad? If Vlad is a culture vulture and capitalize off of black issues, why would you go on his show? Because you can never recover from this one. Once you go there, there's no recovering, fam. None whatsoever. You can't recover from this one. Let's go.
Yo, Vlad, I don't know why you keep ducking me. Vlad, I don't know why you keep ducking me. It's a door. And guess what? Haas ain't go through that door.
Yes, he did.
It's a door. And guess what? Haas ain't go through that door.
All right, here we go. Today we have one of the most controversial figures on the internet, Hassan Campbell.
Now think about this. We got a park right there. Vlad said that you're one of the most controversial figures on the internet. That right there is clearly a lie. Controversial? That's not making no sense. Wow. But you know what's so interesting about this? It's the smile that's on his face. You see that smirk? That is the smirk of when you walked through the door. In other words, hey, I don't care if they know that I'm with the feds. I don't care if I'm an agent. I'm walking through this door to get the bag. I don't care. That's what's going on right now. So for Vlad to say that he's the most controversial, you know that's crazy, right? And you know that's cap. But let's get back into this.
All right, here we go. Today we have one of the most controversial figures on the internet, Hassan Campbell. Welcome to Vlad TV.
Finally, let's go.
Wow, finally, let's go. Let's go. Finally, let's go. Are you serious? Finally, let's go. So you always wanted to be there. You couldn't wait, right? You couldn't wait to get on the Culture Vulture's channel, right? Look at that man lips, bruh. He got lipstick on. I don't know, man. That man, man. Check him out, fam.
Let's go.
Finally, let's go.
That man never smiled in his life. Look at the Kool-Aid smile, bro. He is happy to be on Vlad, y'all. Extremely happy to be on Vlad. But I thought Vlad is a culture vulture. I thought Vlad snitched and was able to help solve the Tupac murder and X, Y, and Z. Haas, like, why would you go to the feds? Why would you do that? Why? I don't get it. I don't get why you would do that. I don't know. But this is what he's doing, y'all. All for fortune and fame. Anything for the almighty dollar. Compromise his morals and values. Everything that he talked about regarding Vlad TV went right out the window. Now him and Vlad are good buddies now. Good old friends. When just the other day, he was throwing him under the bus. You gonna tell me that Vlad don't remember that? I'm pretty sure Vlad knows this. I'm pretty sure Vlad know you talk dirty. But see, you know how you lost, Haas? The reason why you lost is because of this one reason. Vlad is able to buy you. That's something that I realized. He was able to buy you successfully. You know? He was able to buy you. Look at that smile, bro. What a shame. It's embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. Let's get back to the tapes.
Go.
Finally, let's go.
Finally, let's go. To all of you out there that are Hassan Campbell fans, I'm here to let you know he walked through the door. He took the oath, sacrifice. It's over. He'd been compromised. You know? He's not the same person no more. Just like Tekashi 6ix9ine said, you gotta do that interview. You have to sit with so-and-so. You have to. This is where he's at right now. You may end up seeing Hassan on multiple platforms going to one, to the other, doing a campaign about him being molested, allegedly. Because I don't believe his story. I really don't.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's a door. And guess what? Haas ain't go through that door.
Let's go. Well, I want to get into your whole story, but
He want to get into his whole story. Why would the culture vulture want to get into your story and you go there to share your story when you already shared it on your platform? Why would you go to Vlad TV to talk about your story when you already talked about it on your platform? Because you're clout chasing off of Vlad TV. Because he offered you a check. He probably said, look, I could pay you a lot of money for your story. So basically, he's buying your story. I wouldn't be surprised. Listen, imagine if Vlad TV bought Hassan Campbell's story and now he's getting royalties now off of Hassan for the story in exchange for the clout that Haas is going to gain. Think about that, because again, the industry is also on YouTube. Stop thinking that the industry is in the music industry or in the movie industry. No, right here on YouTube, people do sacrifices, sell their soul, everything for fortune and fame. Happens every single day.
before I do, something very serious happened recently, so I want to cover that.
Something very seriously happened recently. I want to cover that. Why would the culture vulture be interested in covering what happened to you, Haas? Haas, you said that the culture vulture should not be involved in black business. So why would you go to him? What is he going to do to help your situation? Absolutely nothing. You're clout chasing.
So what exactly happened in the Bronx about a week ago or so?
What exactly happened? Why don't you just go to his channel, Vlad, and you'll find out. See, this is what I mean. It's not about him being molested. This is about Vlad pretty much gaining monies off of Hassan's hurt and pain. You got to understand how the hustle and the game go. Vlad TV don't care about Hassan Campbell. You know what I mean? He see the opportunity to earn money. So he's going to capitalize off of Hassan's trauma. He's going to capitalize. And Haas willingly walked through that door to be used. He don't care because he want the money. The money is more important than the victims. And the sad thing about this, ladies and gentlemen, is you folks out there that are real survivors of abuse, right? Haas is taking advantage of you. I'm talking about real people out there that experience, trauma and abuse. He's capitalizing off of your pain by triggering those emotions that you feel due to an uncle that may have touched you, perhaps a school teacher, coach, somebody that you knew. He's capitalizing off of that. And now Vlad TV is capitalizing off of him, and he's going to earn a lot of money off of Hassan Campbell's story.
Well, I found myself in a very, very depressed state.
He found himself in a very, very depressed state. Now remember, in all the videos we covered, Haas said that he went to the projects because he wanted to die, right? He wasn't depressed. He was jealous of Cassie. When Cassie got the judgment against Diddy, the settlement, Haas lost his mind. Now, the reason why Haas lost his mind is not just because of the money. It was because a woman got not only more attention, but she got a verdict overnight. And he compared it to himself, and he got jealous and decided to drink and go out to the projects and make threats against mothers and children. This is what he did. Let's get back to those tapes. Let's go.
I was in the house. I was actually like going over to Cassie in the P. Diddy situation.
See? He went over the Cassie and Diddy situation. And what messed him up mentally is the fact that once Cassie's story came out, his story was no more important to anyone. Nobody was talking about Haas and Bambaataa. Nobody cared. The headlines is Cassie and Diddy. And then, because Diddy's ex-bodyguard is out there airing out the tea and the dirty laundry, it also, I guess, maximized the algorithm to push Cassie's story. So Haas became invisible. And he said, you know what? I'm going to go to the projects, make a big scene. Hopefully I could get back in the algorithm. And it ended up backfiring on him because nobody really believes it. Nobody don't. I already exposed everything, right? So now they're using Vlad TV to push his story. You be the judge.
And it took me back to a bad place with the Africa Bambaataa story.
What bad place did it take you back to? Because on Queen's Flip, we reviewed a video. I still got to get that video on my Patreon. So if you subscribe to the Patreon, my apologies. I've been busy. I'll try to get that video up tomorrow. A lot of things that I got to do. But I made a 5-hour video of me reviewing the Queen's Flip interview with Hassan Campbell. In that interview, Haas said that he was never penetrated by Bambaataa. So I'm trying to figure this out. I'm like, listen, if you were never penetrated, what are you crying about? Because according to Hassan, he said that Bambaataa thighed him. Some phenomenon called thighed him, where Bambaataa greased himself up, put a bunch of grease on himself, greased up his balls, and rubbed it against Hassan's cheeks. This is what he's saying, all right? So I'm trying to figure this out. If this happened to you when you were a teenager, how is it at 47 years old, you're so hurt and depressed and broken? It doesn't make any sense. You had to been taking heavy meat. He had to put the wood inside of you in order for you to be, I guess, distraught and depressed. He had to take your manhood from you. You know? And you also said that he wasn't the first, which means you got molested by a family member. These are things that Hassan said. Hassan said on the Queen's Flip podcast that a family member molested him. So he already had heavy meat inside of him from way back in the day. And he also talked about how a woman molested him. This is what he's saying. And some other people. He claimed he was broken in already. So by the time Bambaataa came in, he was already done open up for the meat. I'm just giving you the news. This is exactly what he said. These are his words. You know? Well, let's get back to the tapes.
So for me, after drinking all night, like literally all night.
Why would you be drinking all night if you're a father and have kids in the house? What kind of responsible adult does that? And then to put your life in danger when you got kids to take care of. You're very selfish, sir. I'm surprised nobody called the cops to give you a wellness check, to check on your house to see if you're well, to see if the kids are safe. Especially after hearing these interviews.
I found myself in Bronx River, setting up my camera.
Why would you set your camera up if you wanted to die? Why would a gangster that went to the projects to die set up a camera?
And just venting. Like, I really pretty much was just letting off some steam because I feel like the elders in Bronx River projects failed me.
Bro, you're 47 years old and you're talking about the elders in Bronx River failed you? You're 47 years old, bro. Like, this is embarrassing. Because you're talking about the elders in Bronx River. The elders are already done dead, bro. Let's just call it what it is. The elders in Bronx River are dead. You're 47. They're either dead or they're in a nursing home. So I don't know what you mean by they failed you. The ones who failed you, number one, mom, she failed you. Your daddy, he failed you. Any family members you have, they all failed you because you told them and they didn't do nothing. You said that Bambaataa was taking care of your household, buying food and groceries. This is what you said. You're lucky I don't have those clips to put in this particular stream, but if you want to hear all of that, I've done streams where I showed the receipts, where Hassan came on camera and he said that Bambaataa bought groceries for the house and provided protection for his family, all while molesting him. And he said this because Whack 100 asked him the $1 million question, was like, so are you going to pretty much put in that work? Y'all know what work mean. Since you're a gangster, since you're a shooter, right? You got the choppers. Okay, cool. Go in them streets and put in that work. Let's see you put in that work, Hassan. What he told Whack? He said, I don't got it in me to take out Bambaataa. I don't really got it in me, fam. I can't do it. You know what I mean? Basically what he's saying is he's scared that he's not really gangster. I already told you, Haas is not gangster. Dude is not gangster, bro. Dude is an actor. Because a real street dude, number one, would have been handling his business and he wouldn't be online talking about his business. Nobody won't know what he's doing. A real dude in these streets is not going to be self-snitching online doing podcasts about another man and talking about how many guns he got and all this other nonsense. Haas is a felon. So number one, he can't even bear arms. He can't even have a gun in his house. So all that gangster talk, I'm not trying to hear that. If somebody was to pull up at his crib right now, bruh man don't have no burner. So all that online talk about you gangster, you not gangster. You work for the feds, bro. I know you work for the feds. Probably in witness protection program, something like that. They probably put you in your house because based on your own words, you said you live right around the corner from the police station. So you ain't gonna put no hands on Bambaataa. So I don't know why you keep talking about this dude. He ain't never going to prison. You ain't never getting no money. So what exactly is the play? To milk the algorithm. To keep people listening to your story over and over. Nothing's gonna ever happen to Bambaataa. The man is probably in his late 60s. You don't want him to go to jail because when you went to the projects, Haas said that he wanted street justice and he couldn't even get that. So basically he wanted somebody to sign up to put a battery in their back to go put in the work that he should be doing himself. Nah, go put in your own work, fam. You supposed to be gangster, right? Go get the shooters. You talked all of that jazz about you got soldiers and you'll have a bunch of soldiers that'll pull up at the projects. Well, pull up to Bambaataa and stop talking. All this talk is just internet nonsense, man. When you in them real streets, it's a whole nother world. A man put heavy meat in you, bruh, and you ain't put in your work. Fam, don't say nothing nobody, bro. You're not gangster. How another dude gonna hold you down, grease you up, and put heavy meat inside of you, bro? And you online making videos. Another man put heavy meat inside of you. I'm talking about dark meat. How does that be, bro? How do you let a man hold you down and put wood inside of you, bro? And you ain't do nothing? All these years? But you got the shooters. Nah, man. You out here misleading these people, fam. Let's get back to the tapes.
So I went back to the original place of where my pain started, which was Bronx River Projects.
Why would you go back there? You weren't going back there to put hands on Bambaataa. You went down there to threaten mothers, single mothers, and their kids, like a coward, rather than facing the demons that put meat inside of you. That's crazy, fam.
The home of Africa Bambaataa, the home of myself.
Notice how he keeps saying Africa Bambaataa's name, clout chasing off the man's name. That's all he does, clout chase.
And in the process of that, I already had some tension with the neighborhood.
Yeah, because you said in your video that you used to rob these people in the project, that you used to extort them, and you had them on a curfew. So why would you go back there seeking help from the older people? Why would you do that? Doesn't make any sense.
So with me calling dudes out and just...
You weren't calling dudes out. You weren't calling dudes out. You went there making a bunch of noise when people were trying to sleep. Early Sunday morning, grandmother's on their way to church. You out there making a bunch of damn noise. Nobody don't got time for that. That's why you had those bottles thrown at you. Rightfully so. People gonna do that. You know, you there screaming in front of their window, disrespecting the projects when you supposed to have a nice home somewhere. But you in the projects making noise. It's bad enough people in the hood struggling, you making matters worse for them. It's crazy.
My brain was like in squad mode. I'm outside in the middle of the projects, nothing to protect myself but a pocket knife.
Yeah, a pocket knife, because you can't bear arms because you're a felon. I told you already, Haas, you can't walk around New York with no gun. So all that gangster talk, you need to stop talking that on YouTube. Like, seriously. Because the same way you got shot is the same way if you go back to the hood again, they're going to push your wig back. I'm telling you, I tell you already. Next time you go to the hood and you start talking that mess, somebody going to rock your snot box, as you say. Because you can't bear no arms. You get caught with a gun, you getting shipped off to the penitentiary. You already know that already. You can't afford to get another charge. So you can't afford to be gangster. That's how I know you on thin ice. So keep talking that gangster talk. You 47, you better take care of your kids and just get your bread on social media and chill. Because all that gangster talk, I don't understand how a dude that pushing 50 years old is on YouTube trying to act gangster. I don't get it. When you're supposed to be teaching these young brothers to do the right thing, but instead you out here thinking you Rambo, Sylvester Stallone in these streets. It's crazy, man. Let's get back to them tapes.
And I'm in the lion's den where there's nothing but shooters.
He says he's in the lion's den with nothing but shooters in the projects. First of all, the projects is not a place where there's a lion's den. And there aren't no bunch of shooters in the projects. That's a lie. You got working class people that have a place to stay, an apartment, and they go to work and they come home. Everybody over there ain't shooters, the way you making it seem. See, you're glorifying this life, right? You're disrespecting the hood. Talking about it's the lion's den where the shooters are at. No, because nobody in the projects actually shot you. And we proved that in multiple videos already.
Calling out the shooters and they came outside and they shot.
No, you didn't call out the shooters and they came outside and they shot. The gunshots that were heard in the video were 4 shots that came from another place, which is outside of the projects. We already proven that. You have to check my videos. If you're new to the stream, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out my other streams regarding Hassan Campbell. We proven that he didn't get shot inside the projects. Nobody in the projects shot him. The 4 gunshots came from outside the projects. They were muffled shots that came outside, away from the projects. He used it as an opportunity to make his viewers believe that he just got shot. And his video turned off. Then it turned back on with him inside of a car. He claimed that the feds turned off his video. Then he said YouTube turned off his video. Then he made a video claiming that the people who shot him wore a mask and had a police badge. He claimed that the police shot him. But did he tell that to Vlad? Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
And I felt myself hop, skipping, and jumping to the hospital.
Hot skipping, jumping to the hospital. Wow. I thought you wanted to die. Haas, you said that you wanted to die. So why would you be jumping to the hospital? A man that want to die would not rush to go to the hospital. You know? You would just stay there and bleed out.
You know, once that bullet hit me, my brain went to survival mode.
Why would your brain go to survival mode if you wanted to die? This is why I'm telling you, you cannot take this guy serious. He said he went down to the projects because he wanted to die, right? Even though he have kids, which means he's very selfish and he don't love his kids. Because any man that would go down to the projects to die, right? When he got kids at home, don't love his kids. He don't. You know? Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
Okay, so let's talk about what led up to this. So
what led up to it, Haas?
You went out to the Bronx River Projects, like you said, where you're from, and you had your friend Mr. Checkmate with you, right?
No, he wasn't with me.
Yeah, he wasn't with you. You text them when they were throwing the bottles at you. You see, look, guys, when Haas was having bottles thrown at him, he texted his friend off camera. He had 2 cell phones with him. Haas has 2 cell phones. He told his friend, pull up because they throwing bottles. I need for you to come over there, be like a lookout man. That's when dude came over there. Haas spent the story as if, oh, his mans and them saw him out there tweaking and decided to come over there to try to talk him out of being here to go home. That's BS. He added that into the story. But the truth is, he called his friend over there because they were throwing bottles at him. That's why he called him over there. Let's go.
Oh, he was.
What happened was he spoke to me on the phone before I got over there, and he heard the state that I was in. So what he did was immediately, once he heard where I was going, he was in a house.
You lying. Everything Hassan's saying right here is lies. They're all lies. He's lying. Trust and believe it. He's lying. Everything he just said there is lies. Because what he's basically saying is as if though his friend was some sort of angel that just came to his rescue that saw him in distress. But when you look at the video, you don't see his friend grab him like, yo, bro, yeah, yo, come on, man, let's go. Take the camera down, bro, let's go. You don't even see that happening. You see his friend standing there and then checking his phone and texting his phone. There's no urgency for Hassan to leave. There was no urgency for him to leave, and at no point did his friend tell him, let's go. Come on, bro, let's go. You don't see that at no time. So that story that he's pushing is a lie. Trust and believe it.
He had a stomach virus. He was throwing up. He had diarrhea.
Why would you tell the world that your friend was throwing up and had diarrhea? So he was just pooping all over the block. Pooping inside your car and everything. This is sad, man. But anyway, let's get back to the tapes.
He just ran out of the house and made his way over there immediately.
Really?
And, you know.
So he just ran out of the house with diarrhea, full of crap, to save you. Who runs out of the house with diarrhea to save some friend? That's not happening, bro. Not with diarrhea. You know? That's not happening, man. Let's get back to the madness.
So now I'm on the camera. I'm looking at my camera. And at some point, I remember him coming up the side of me and he's like, yo, let's get out of here.
No, he did not say that in the video. You lying. He did not say that in the video. You lying. He just lied right there. His friend did not say, come on, let's go. His friend was there to make the people throwing the bottles believe that he brought the shooters. That's what he did. You understand? He made the friend come there because he wanted the people that was throwing the bottles to believe that the shooter is there. Because if you look at the way the dude was posed up in the video, it looked like if he had a gun on him. It did look like he had a gun. But I know none of these cats is walking around with guns in New York. You ain't trying to catch no charge, bro. Especially you on camera with a burner. It's not happening, you know? But anyway, let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
And I'm still yelling at the camera, so he pointed in the direction of the shooters.
No, more lies. Pointed in the direction of the shooters. How he know they're the shooters? How? How does your friend know that the shooters are coming? Unless he set you up. Let's go.
And I looked and I faced them.
You faced them? I thought they were down the block. Haas, stop lying. You said that the shooters were way down the block, down some hill or some nonsense. So how is it that you're facing them? How could you face somebody that's down the block? It's not making sense. And this is why I don't understand how VLADTV can interview this guy when clearly his story got a bunch of holes in it. It doesn't make any sense.
And that's when it hit the fan.
That's when it hit the fan? Hit the fan. This man is a comic, man. He should have been a comedian or something.
Okay, so I saw the video. So you're in front of the projects and you have your phone set up.
Your phone set up in front of the projects with a camera stand, with a tripod. And remember, he said he went to the projects because he wanted to die. You remember that? Haas said he went to the projects because he wanted to die. This is what he said. Why would a man that want to die, think about this now, he want to die, but he's going to bring a tripod? Who does that? Do that make sense? Do that sound like somebody that want to die? Or somebody that's trying to get content for their channel? Think about it. Let's go.
And you're screaming and you're really upset. And at some point, did someone throw a bottle at you?
Yes. Somebody was throwing a bottle out the window, threw a few bottles.
Yeah, they threw about 4 bottles because you was making noise. It ain't like those bottles were thrown without a cause. You know, for every action, there's a natural reaction. He was disrespecting the projects, and the projects spoke. Let's go.
And see, now that's how you know I wasn't in my right frame of mind, because the way the bottle hit the floor, if that would have hit my brain, I probably would have been in a vegetable state coming from the higher up floors.
You are at a vegetable state right now. By the pure fact you're on Vlad TV, you are a vegetable at this point. Nobody can take you serious. You're out of your mind. You look crazy. Because you said that he's a culture vulture. You said that he's the feds. You said that he's the police. You mocked other people that were interviewed by him. Now you're on his show. That looked crazy. Like, seriously.
So now I'm yelling, there's bottles flying at my head.
There was only 4 bottles thrown, right?
And I'm not budging.
You were budging. Don't cap here and talk about you weren't budging. You were budging and you were flinching every time the bottles came down and you started flipping and cursing out. So don't say you weren't budging. You were very nervous and concerned. That's why you called your buddy over there.
And I'm like kind of saying, come outside. Don't throw the bottle, come outside. So, you know, as the bottles is being thrown, distracting me.
Distracting you. Now notice what he's trying to say. He's trying to say that he was distracted, and this is how the shooters were able to have the drop on him. He's still trying to act like he's gangster. You see what he's doing, right? The shooters were there. So, you know, they distracted me while they were throwing the bottles, and I just couldn't see the shooters. This is what he's trying to pull right now. Keep that in mind.
The shooters is creeping up the hill. So now this is where Checkmate comes in, and he sees me, and he makes me turn and look. I looks into the direction.
Look into the direction. How is it that your partner know the direction of where shooters are coming? What is he, telepathically reading minds? How do you know that? Because people walk around the projects all the time, so how could you just assume, oh, those people right there, yeah, they're the shooters? It's crazy, man.
So now the me throwing the bottles being thrown rather at me. Now I turn away from that. Now I'm actually seeing the shooters come up. So when they see me and they see him the way he was positioned, the way I'm positioned, from my reputation, they pretty much thought I had a gun on me.
Notice this, because of my reputation. Bro, you not outside shooting nobody, bro. You a coward. Another man put meat inside of you, bro. Heavy meat. He put meat inside of you after greasing you up. Split your cheeks and put meat in there. You ain't do nothing to him yet? Nah. But you outside talking all this mess about, oh, due to my reputation, they probably thought I had a gun on me. Fam, anybody that see you on YouTube know you're a known felon. So you don't got no gun on you. Because if a cop pull up, you got a gun on you, you going away for a long time. You already know that, right? So you can't even hold a gun. I mean, you could illegally, but if you get caught, oh, you going to jail for a long time. See, I know the laws, and I know that you're a felon. So all that gangster talk, you need to chill with that. Because you're misleading these young brothers into, oh, you know, because of my reputation. Nobody cares about your reputation. You 47, about to push 50. Sit down. You still out here trying to be a young brother. It's over. Like, you know, Haas is suffering from a condition that a lot of brothers suffer from when they come out of the penitentiary. It's like they come out of the penitentiary and they still think that everything is the same way it was before they went in. It's like somebody going into the penitentiary in 1992. They went in 92. Y'all were young kids, teenagers. But now, in 2023, they come home and they come back to the old block, knocking your door, asking if you're home. You already done moved away. You don't even live there no more. They going around the block. Hey, yo, do so-and-so still got my shirt? You know? Like some crazy stuff. Why? Because in their mind, they're still living in the past. They're still believing that everybody is still there. So with Haas, he's still living in the past of when he was in the streets getting greased up. Because I'm trying to figure this out. How you were in the streets dropping bodies, but you ain't dropped the body that was inside of your body. I'm just trying to figure it out. How you a shooter that was dropping bodies, but you ain't dropped the body that put heavy meat inside of you. You haven't dropped the dude that greased you up, squeezed your cheeks, and put meat inside of you, heavy meat. Come on now. That was one body you were supposed to drop, but you didn't do it. Why? Because you're not gangster.
So they was hesitant to actually walk up. So what they did was they shot at me from halfway through the projects.
Whoa. They shot you halfway through the projects? I thought you said you were face to face with them. How could they shoot you halfway through the projects if you claim you were face to face with the killers? Why are you lying? My goodness, bro. But yet Vlad is interviewing you.
Like the top of the hill.
Okay. And like I said,
I believe that Vlad already know that his story is BS. I believe that Vlad is smart enough to know that Hassan's story is BS. But he's going to get his bread. He's going to get his money. At the end of the day, the white man is going to get his money. But I can guarantee you, he have to know that your story is BS. If he believe your story, then he's sick. Something wrong with him.
watched the video, and you were talking really reckless leading up to the situation, just to be fair. You were like, I'm going to go out with everybody, step outside. I don't give a fuck who got a problem. I'm here. I'll stab your ass to death. I'll throw your mother down a flight of stairs. I'll kill everybody. I dare you, etc., etc. Is that accurate?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Notice. Could it be possible that Vlad is setting up Hassan? I mean, you literally just self-snitched on yourself. You made all of these terroristic threats. You know you violated the law, right? You do know that everything Vlad just made you confess to. He literally just made you confess to terroristic threats, which goes against the law in New York. And he can't see that. You made threats at people with a knife. You said that you're going to stab people in the projects. I'm surprised you ain't get trespassed, because after doing what you just did, I'm surprised nobody reported you to New York City Housing Authority so they could look at the video and then trespass you from the projects, where you can never go to the projects at all. Meaning, if Hassan stepped foot on NYCHA grounds, he would be arrested. I'm surprised that didn't happen yet.
So when you were yelling this, were you yelling this at The guys throwing the bottles at you or the guys that were approaching you?
Well, I didn't see the guys approaching me.
So hold up. You didn't see the guys approaching you, but you said that you were facing them. I'm trying to figure this out, fam. You didn't see them. This is what you're saying. But you just told us that they were shooting at you halfway through the projects. How could they have a good target halfway through the projects? Like, it's not making any sense. It's not making no sense. Halfway through the projects and somebody shooting at you, how do they have the accuracy to even hit you once? It's not making no sense at all. But this is what he wants you to believe, because again, Haas is a storyteller. This is what he do now. Haas is a great storyteller, and his job is to keep you tuning in. You know? And he really convinced y'all that YouTube turned off the video and turned it back on. I told y'all that was a pre-recorded video that he posts as a live stream. It's like, for example, how I'm streaming now, right? You know I'm live. Everything is good. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at the chat. Chastity just posts, says he's looking so stupid, LOL. Now you know I'm live. But my point is, if I wanted, I could have pre-recorded a video and then put it into this particular stream, and you would probably believe that it's real. Now, the only way you would know it's fake, or pre-recorded, I should say, is if you don't hear me salute anybody, you don't see me read in the chat, you don't see me shouting out no cash apps. That's when you know that's a pre-recorded video, because he's not active. But Hassan's video that he uploaded, that was a pre-recorded video, but he posted as a live stream. You know, he deceived a lot of people, man, because you cannot pause live streams. When a stream is going, there's no pause button here. It's only stop and start. I cannot pause this stream. If you click in, it ends. You cannot pause it. So what happened with Hassan is he edited his video, and he wanted you to believe that there was a glitch in the Matrix, that YouTube turned it off, but then they turned it back on. Virtually impossible. He's lying.
But for the most part, in my mind, I was like, to be honest with you, it was like I was in a state of mind.
Notice what he just told Vlad. On a large platform with millions of subscribers, he just said that he was in the state of mind of wanting to self-delete. That's what he just said on a platform that have millions of followers. He confessed to terrorizing residents. He confessed to making threats. Now he confessed that he's mentally unstable. Y'all don't see what's being set up here? He don't even realize that Vlad is literally setting him up. He's literally setting him up, fam, to possibly get a wellness check. Because think about this. To say on a public platform that you were thinking about self-deleting and you're a father and you got kids, they may end up sending the police to your door, because it's like, you probably on the edge. Like, I don't know. So, hey, it's one of them type of things you got to really think about. I believe Vlad is setting him up.
In that state, not in the state that I'm in now. The alcohol took me to a dark place of me being molested and me.
So you drank alcohol to take you to the dark place, but you're a Muslim who read the Quran and the Hadith. But you're drinking, getting drunk, you got kids in the house, you're irresponsible, you go to the projects with a knife, making threats, but you're a father, right? This doesn't make any sense, man. Doesn't make any sense. And he's incriminating himself on Vlad TV.
Going through all of the emotions of the people in Bronx River abandoning me, never standing by me, never speaking up in a situation.
Fam, you said you spoke to your mom about this. Why your mom didn't do anything about this? What about your father? What about your uncles? Where's all these people? How come nobody ain't help you? What about the goons and the thugs in the project? So nobody decided to put hands on Bambaataa. Because again, according to Hassan, he said if he would have did anything to Bambaataa, that they would have took out his mom. Then he told Whack 100 he don't got it in him to take out Bambaataa because, you know, he just don't got it in him. You don't got it in you to take out this man when he put heavy meat in you. Like he put heavy meat in you. And you ain't do nothing? But you supposed to be gangster. Okay. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Like, cause we gonna get into how Bronx River is like Africa Bambaataa was the boogeyman and the hero at the same time.
Notice what he just said. Bambaataa was the boogeyman and the hero at the same time. Now again, Haas told Whack 100 that the reason why he didn't really do nothing to Bambaataa is because he don't got it in him to pull it off. But then he justified it by saying that when his mom was going through whatever she was going through, Bambaataa was there to make sure that the family got food to eat and that they got protection. So I'm trying to figure this out. You're defending a man that was molesting you, but yet you crying on Vlad TV when he's supposed to be the culture vulture according to you. You the one who said he's a culture vulture. You the one that said he the feds. So why are you so comfortable to go on the feds and talk about your story? What are you expecting to happen by going to Vlad TV? What is that gonna do for your case? Come on, man.
And everybody used to whisper, keep your kids away from them, but they used to see kids with them and wouldn't snatch those kids away from them.
Fam, on the Queen's Flip podcast that we reviewed, you willingly went to Bambaataa's house every day. So what are you talking about? People should have moved you away. You were a teenager. What are you talking about? You went to a man's house and you said on the podcast that Bambaataa showed you a book with photos of other alleged people that were naked. And he told you and your other friends to take your clothes off. This is what you said on the Queen's Flip podcast. You said that. So how is it that as a man, you would keep going back at Bambaataa's house knowing that he's putting meat in not only you, but other young brothers, and you don't got a problem with that? But you're waiting for the adults to pull you away? Nah. You were a willing participant. Case in point. You said, and again, ladies and gentlemen, all of this stuff is verified facts. This is proof. This is not no cap. Hassan said that there was a young man who was also touched by Bambaataa. And this particular young man ended up stabbing Bambaataa multiple times. And when Bambaataa went to the hospital to get his wounds, checked, Hassan said that he went to the hospital to visit Bambaataa and how he was upset with the guy that stabbed Bambaataa. Now you tell me, does that sound like somebody that's a victim? Or someone who is a willing participant. Think about that now, because we also reviewed the podcast with Hassan on Mav Hoffa's channel, where he admitted to touching children and doing to these children the things that was done to him. So Haas is also a predator, not a victim, but a predator who learned how to be a predator from Bambaataa. And he admitted to touching children. We brought out all the tapes. Those particular 2 videos, I'm gonna put them on my Patreon. One particular video is 7 hours long. That's right, 7 hours. Literally an entire work shift. But in our investigation, we had to bring out all the evidence. I might put it back on YouTube, but I might break it apart into pieces because 7 hours is a long time, you know what I mean? But we went to work in that video. Another video I did is 5 hours where we broke down the Queen's Flip interview. But nonetheless, Hassan admitted to touching children. He admitted to being in a relationship with his cousin. That's right. His cousin, that they were playing house. Mav asked Hassan, when did you stop touching kids? At what age did it stop? He never answered the question, y'all. I kid you not. Go check out my other videos, man. He literally never answered the question. They asked him, at what age did you have your first girlfriend? He never answered the question. Instead, he said, oh, my uncle brought such and so over and we were touching each other behind the curtain. I'm like, wow, so you were basically touching your cousin? That's who you were touching, fam? The man asked you, when did you have a girlfriend? And he also said that it transitioned from boys to girls at a certain age. I'm like, bro, so you were molesting young boys. Haas was touching kids, bro. Young boys. All in his teenage years, fam. Don't let him fool you, man. He's not a victim. He's a predator. We brought out all the evidence. He's a predator, fam. I don't care how nobody feel. That man is a predator. And he's out here perpetrating a fraud, and to have the audacity to go on Vlad TV when knowing you were out here doing all this dirt is shameful, man. It's like, it's really shameful to know that you have all these victims out here and this is what you doing. It's not cool, man. You shouldn't even be on that broadcast. You're supposed to be checking in on the people you abused back in the day to see if they good. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Because his victims are most likely in their 30s, possibly early 40s. He's supposed to be checking on his victims and seeing like, hey, fam, you good? My apologies. Please forgive me. You know, talking about you want street justice against Bambaataa. What about justice for the kids you touched? What about them? See, you're not going to talk about that. You're going to continue to act like you a victim. Nah, we holding you accountable. You're a hypocrite and you're a sellout.
Okay, so you're yelling at the dudes at the, in the building that are throwing the bottles, and you're daring them to come down. And
well, we don't know if they're dudes because it could be females that threw the bottles. It could be anybody. There's no proof that can show that it was men. You never know who was throwing the bottles, and that's the thing about this. You just don't know who's who,
threatening to kill everyone and so forth. The guys start to approach you. Do you know who these guys are?
They had masks on.
Oh, they had masks on. Okay.
Now they have masks on. This is what he's saying. They had masks on, but he said that they were literally out like far away. How he know all this information, guys? Come on now.
Okay. And they shoot you while you're standing there or when you're actually in the car?
While I'm standing there.
So he want you to believe that he got shot right there by the projects where he was standing. That didn't happen, guys. We already proved this. We broke down all the tapes. He shut the live off at a certain point and said, who that? and he turned around and the tape shut off. Then it turned back on and he's in the car. Within that timing, that's virtually impossible for that to happen. The video was pre-recorded and uploaded to YouTube as a live stream. You can do that in OBS. You can do that in various streaming softwares. You can pre-record a video, play it during a live, and your audience will think you're live, and you're not. Because if you really think about it, during that live stream, Haas was not interacting with the chat at all. And normally, he's always saying, hey, thank you, fam, for sponsoring this war, and hey, thanks for the super chat for, right? But he didn't do that. You see that? He didn't do none of that. He wasn't interacting with the chat at all because this wasn't streamed. It was recorded. So the section where anything had took place, he cut that part out because he don't want nobody to see it, especially for YouTube. You know? Let's get back to the tapes.
See, that's the crazy part about YouTube, because everybody felt like that was edited.
It was edited. It was, because I cannot pause this live stream right now. While I'm live, if I make a mistake and click the stop button, there is nothing I can do. The live stream stopped. I'm gonna have to start at another one in order to finish it up. This is why I don't keep the cursor near that stop button, because many people have made mistakes and shut down their own live streams that way. But he want you to believe that he was still streaming.
When they actually started pulling the guns out, for somehow YouTube just froze that whole part out.
He said YouTube froze the whole part out. That's a lie. Why would YouTube freeze your stream when it's at the part that we need to see?
During a live, and then it continued on when I got back in the car. I can't explain that. YouTube have to explain that one.
But you said that the feds did this to you.
What you talking about, Willis?
That's what you said. You said that the feds did this. So I'm trying to figure this out. You said that the feds turned off your live. Now you're saying YouTube did it. Which one is it? Make up your mind.
Right, because the shooting part you're talking about is not actually on video.
No.
Okay. And was it 2 shots?
I believe it was on 4.
You believe it was 4? Now we know he lying. You know why? Because in the initial stream that he had up, there was 4 gunshots that were muffled in the background. He never got shot at all. How could he say, oh, I believe it was 4, if he was looking at the shooters? The man is lying, y'all. He's lying. The man is lying, guys. How could you say, I believe it was 4? How could you say you believe it was 4 if you were looking eye to eye with the shooters and you saw them have masks on? Anybody that would be standing in front of shooters would know how many shots was fired. So you're lying at this point. Everything he's saying is a lie, fam. Don't believe a word he's saying. He's lying. This is a fact. He's not telling the truth, gang. Let's get back to the tape.
But the police only recovered 2 shells.
Okay. So 4 shots get fired. You get hit in the shoulder?
Right here. And the bullet traveled to my back over here.
I mean, this guy is a funny actor, man, at the end of the day. This guy is something else, man. So the bullet went in your shoulder. It didn't hit none of your bones. Hit him in the shoulder now. Didn't hit him in no bones. Right? No fractures, no nothing. It just decided to go downward and travel all the way through his back somewhere.
What you talking about, Willis?
Okay. How convenient. You know, some sort of matrix bullets. I don't know.
And that's where it was taken out at.
Okay.
Haas, you said on your channel that you recorded the doctors doing surgery. This is what you said. You said that you recorded the doctors doing surgery, removing the bullet from your back, and you said that you're going to post that video when you feel like it. Okay. Why you ain't post the video yet? Why you ain't post a video of the doctors taking the bullet out? What's taking you so long? Or did it even happen? Let's get back to the tapes.
Ever been shot before?
Yeah, I've been shot prior to this. So when I was shot in the year 2000 I was shot before, and
I mean, just look at his face right there and you could tell that he's lying. I mean, come on, just look at his face. He's lying. About he got shot in the year 2000. Fam, stop lying, man. You really want to be gangster so bad, bro. So bad you want to be gangsta out here. This is sick, man. But let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
When I got to the hospital, when they did the x-rays, they was kind of confused because there was, more than one bullet.
So there was more than one bullet now. All right, okay.
I actually have bullets in me, so yeah.
So you still have a bullet in you. That's what you're saying right now. Wow, you really must be gangster, bro. You have a bullet that's still inside of you.
Okay.
I know Vlad cannot believe this BS, man. He's probably laughing like, man, I don't believe his story, but at the end of the day, I'm going to get paid off his story, so. This is crazy, man.
So you've gotten shot before, so you've been through this situation somewhat.
Yes.
So once you get shot and you got your man with you, what happens to the shooters? Do they run off or do they want to finish the job?
Well,
The man is laughing after getting a question that is supposed to be serious. How do you take a guy like this serious when he's laughing when it's supposed to be a serious issue? Somebody tried to kill you and you laughing about it? You find it amusing. Somebody nearly take your life and you're laughing. You can't make this up, people. Like, wow. Who laughs at stuff like this? Something's wrong with this dude, bro. Something seriously is wrong with him. And look at the smile on his face. That's the same smile he had when he was introduced. And he was like, let's go. Finally, let's go. Finally. So happy to be on Vlad.
After the shooter shot, it was two guys, one gun.
2 guys, 1 gun. Just like 2 girls, 1 cup. Or two jars of grease and bambata. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Let's get back to the tapes.
Unless the other one didn't pull his gun out, they started passing the gun back and forth. And once I see,
So hold up, they started passing the gun back and forth. So let me get this straight. So hold up. So you standing there while 2 men are passing the gun back and forth. But you're standing there waiting to be shot. Rather than you get up out of there, you're waiting for them to pass around the guns to shoot you.
What you talking about, Willis?
You're not making no sense, fam. Story's not adding up. It's not adding up, man.
and I'm like thinking to myself, like, look at these clowns.
So you looked at shooters and were like, look at these clowns. But you were in the car going, ooh, ooh, it's hot. Ooh, ooh.
What you talking about, Willis?
It's hot. I'm telling you, man, this guy is a comedian.
That's all I could think to myself. Like, they sent amateurs.
So they sent amateurs, right? So now you mocking the people that shot you like it's funny. Here you got your life spared, allegedly, and you mocking the shooters. telling you, man, this guy, there's something wrong with him, man.
These dudes couldn't even finish the job. You walking up on a dude that's 47 years old, fat, intoxicated, and screaming at the camera, ain't even looking, and you shoot from halfway down the block and don't even finish the job. Like,
wow. Don't even finish the job. But the thing that is interesting here is if they shot you and you said you wanted to die, why did you go to your car? Why didn't you just lay on the floor so they could finish the job? Like, come on. Why didn't you do that? How did you even make it to your car if they're shooting? Come on. So let me get this straight. So they just shot you and ran and just left you there bleeding? Why did they didn't finish the job? Nobody shot you, fam. Because if those was real shooters and you ain't have no burner, they would have rocked your snot box. Something else happened, fam. And you spin this whole story like you got shot. You ain't get shot, bro. I don't believe you got shot. I'm not buying it, man. First of all, the gunshot wound don't look the same. There's no bruising. The way they patched up your arm is not natural of what a hospital would do. A hospital's not gonna have a bunch of tape all over your shoulder like in a star. They're not gonna wrap you up like that. They gotta secure the wound from infections and various other things. That looked like a wound that you made yourself and spend it like you got shot.
Amateurs. I personally didn't even have no respect for them. I mean, this is supposed to be Bronx River here. Bronx River.
So you don't got no respect for them because they didn't finish the job? Are y'all listening to the arrogance of this guy? I mean, if you really got shot, you're supposed to be thanking God that you were blessed to see another day, and here you are mocking the shooters. See, now, if something really happened to you, most high forbid, in these streets, nobody's gonna feel sorry for you, bro, because you have too much talk. You talk a good one, but when things get real, you know you want to cry. You know what I'm saying? This is not cool, man. And you 47 years old doing this BS, bro.
Notorious Bronx River projects.
Okay, so you get shot, and then what? You jump in your car, your man's car? Like, what happens next?
Well, I jumped in my car.
How you jumped in your car? How did that even happen? How did you jump in your car? You know? If they got a full clip and only 4 shots, what kind of gun were they using? If you were a target and their job was to take you out, why would they only bust 4 shots? You lying, bro. That's not how they shoot in the hood. In the hood, when they shooting at you, bro, they gonna empty that whole clip. They gonna empty that clip. So I don't believe his story, fam. I just don't believe your story, bro. Something about your story is not adding up. I'm not buying nothing this dude is saying. You know what I mean? The story have too many holes, similar to, you know, all the stories he said about his abuse. 1 minute, he was greased up. Next minute, you know, he got thighed. Next minute, he's looking through a book with pictures. Next minute, he's going to the hospital to see Bambaataa. Then you see him at 30 years old in a picture with Bambaataa. Who does that? Who does that? You know? He's in a photo with Bambaataa, chilling. Photo op. I'm like, bruh, this is crazy, man. I don't understand this, bro. But anyway, let's get back to the tape, bro.
And started going straight to the hospital.
All right. So you show up at the hospital bleeding. Did you think it was possibly worse than what it was? Did you think like, yo, I might die at this point? The bullet.
I mean, he said he wanted to die, Vlad. Vlad, pay attention. Haas said he went down to the projects because he wanted to die. That's what he said. He said he went down to the projects because he wanted to die. So why would you even ask him that question? Why? None of this stuff is making sense, bro. Both Haas and Vlad is working together because Haas went through the door. And in case you're viewing and you didn't see the beginning of the stream because we're on non-DVR mode, so you're not able to rewind, you would have to catch the whole stream from the beginning once it's over with. But we talked about the Nori door, where Nori talked about the door, the 3 doors. The door on the right is the rainbow door. You know what rainbow mean? The door on the left is the sacrifice. And the door in the front is where you're on your own. Haas took the sacrifice door. I don't know who he blood sacrificed, or maybe he sacrificed something from his life, but he made an oath in order to go through that door. You don't just end up on Vlad TV without going through the door. You have to go through that door. Do you understand me? So let's get back to these tapes. And be sure to click the like button if you haven't already. Likes don't cost you not $1. You know what I mean? We need those likes to match the views. Let's go.
It's going to travel, something.
Absolutely, because my whole thing was, I guess when the bullet stopped, it stopped like in my back area, like close to, I guess, where the lungs is at or whatever the case may be, not too far from the heart. Those are major arteries where it stopped at.
Oh my goodness, bro. This guy is something else, bro. Like literally, he over here tripping, bro. You know, I'm about to go get me something from the fridge, fam, in a minute. So I'm gonna take me a break. Be sure to get the likes up, fam. I'm gonna take a quick break. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. I'm gonna play one of my music videos. So y'all sit. I was about to say something, but then again, if I were to say that, then it'll be a pause moment. What you was gonna say, Ringo? Okay, I was gonna say sit tight. Pause. It happens, man. What could I say? It happens. My goodness, bro. Man. Anyway, I'll be right back, fam. I'll be right back. Take about a 5-minute, 4-minute break. Because I'm going to play my music video. I'm going to go get me something to drink from the refrigerator. I'll be right back. So y'all sit right here. Just don't go nowhere now. We're going to be right here. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. So y'all take care. Be back in about 3 minutes. Right? Let's go. Let's go. That's what Haas said. Let's go. Let's go. Man was cheesing from ear to ear, bro. He was so happy to be on Vlad, bro. This is crazy, man. The man actually went through the door. The dude said that Vlad is a culture vulture, and he went through the door. I can't believe this mess, man. He actually shocked the world with this one, man. But anyway, we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Just sit tight. Sit tight. I said it. Sit tight. This is crazy, man. Anyway, we'll be right back.
Help me, please. Help me. Help me. Somebody, please. Help me. In a world.
Test me all you want.
We back in the building. You already done know what it is, fam. Where everybody go, man? Like 200 people just left. But we back. You already done know what it is, fam. So, getting back to the case here. Hassan Campbell walked through the door. Yeah, that's right. But anyway, let's get back into this case here as he continued to tell Vlad his sob story about being shot. Let's get back to the tapes. Let me see where we at. Okay. Here we go. Let's go.
But it was more or less close to the skin. So me not knowing, but I could feel the pain. I actually thought that I was hit twice.
You actually thought that you were hit twice. You said it was 4 shots, but you only got hit once. No. You did that to yourself. You probably had surgery or something and made it look like you got shot. I mean, there's a lot of things that people do to get views, man. Some people will literally make themselves look like they died just to get views. I seen this one video with Mr. Beast buried himself alive. I kid you not. Mr. Beast literally had an episode where he buried himself underground on some island somewhere for views. And the video got millions of views, fam. Some people, hey, they crazy, man. I would never put myself underground for no views. I would never do that. But anyway, let's get back to the tape.
Because I know it went in here, but because it traveled, that's why I thought I was hit twice. So the first thing I was thinking is like, is my lungs going to collapse? Will I be able, I'm just...
Stop the cap, bro. Is your lungs gonna collapse? How is your lungs gonna collapse, bro? You got hit in your shoulder. How your lungs gonna collapse? He's always exaggerating things, bro. You don't notice that about Hassan? Like he likes to exaggerate things a lot. It's really sick, man. You walk through the door. The Nori door. Now you walk through Vlad's door. This is crazy, man.
In panic mode now, in flight mode, in survival mode.
Okay, so you guys jump in your car and you go to the hospital and you're still live streaming some of this stuff while it's happening.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I was actually trying to turn it off.
Now, he just said that he was trying to turn off his live stream. Are y'all listening to this? Are y'all listening to this? He said he was trying to turn off his live stream. But he said that YouTube turned it off and then turned it back on. Are y'all listening to this? Like, he literally said that he was trying to turn off. I told you already, while I'm streaming right now, there's a stop button and a start button. There's no pause button. But with his live, it clipped. There was an edit. How'd that happen? He said he was trying to turn it off. All he had to do is just click stop. Why? Now hear this, gang. If you're being shot and the shooters are coming, why would you want to turn off your live stream? Look, if the shooters are coming and you know you got them boxed in, why would you want to shut down your stream? You would want it to be recorded so you have evidence. You would want the evidence. That video that he posts was pre-recorded. I don't care what nobody say. I'm a video editor. I know when something's pre-recorded, fam. His video is pre-recorded. I edit videos. I know what I'm talking about. A live stream don't jump from you standing at the projects to you being in your car driving. That's a lot of time between point A to point Z. How you jump from the projects to your car. It makes no sense. That was a lot of time. If it was live and the live turned back on, how did you make it to your car and you're 3 blocks away from the projects that fast? If it's a live stream and YouTube cut off the stream and turned it back on, how could YouTube speed up time if it's in real time? How could that be possible? Because he was 3 blocks away from the projects in his car in a blink of a second. The video is pre-recorded, y'all. Pre-recorded. His video was pre-recorded. I don't care what he say, it was pre-recorded.
Okay. You get to the hospital and they immediately operate on you?
I guess to the hospital, they
Notice how he's fumbling, he's looking to the side. He's lying. Why would a man have to fumble when questions are asked? If he asks you, did they operate on you? It should be simple. Yes, no, this is what happened, that's what happened. It's like you're all over the place. You don't know what to say because your story ain't true. Story is not true, fam. He's lying. And this is the problem. People believe this type of nonsense, man. This is crazy, man. Let's get back to them tapes.
They cut the clothes off, stop the bleeding, start cleaning the wound, and I didn't get the surgery until the next day.
You ain't get the surgery till the next day. So they just left the bullet in there, but they cleaning the wound.
What you talking about, Willis?
They stopped the bleeding. They kept the bullet in there. What's the point of cleaning the wound? I'm just saying. I don't know. Something just ain't right. That's what he would say, right?
What you talking about, Willis?
I don't know. This is getting really crazy out here in these streets.
Oh, so you had a bullet in you for a whole day?
Yeah.
And notice how Vlad says, so you had a bullet in you the whole day. I'm telling you, man, I really believe that Vlad know that Hassan is full of ish. I believe that he can tell that his story is BS. So you had that bullet just sitting in you. The hospital just said, you know what? We'll just wait till tomorrow to take the bullet out. I mean, why take the bullet out today? Let's just leave it inside of him. Hey, John, I'll buy that for $1. It's crazy. Man, let's get back to these tapes, man. Let's go.
Okay, what was the pain like during that time?
What was the pain like? Vlad asks. What was the pain like? Let's hear Hassan.
Pure hell.
Pure hell. The man asks you how was the pain. He really was asking you how was the pain when Bambaataa was putting meat inside of you.
What you talking about, Willis?
That's what he really meant. See, Vlad was using some sarcasm right there. He really meant how was the pain when Bambaataa put the Bambaataa in you. What you gonna do when Bambaataa put the meat inside of you? Yeah! That's crazy, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
Oh, so you had a bullet in you for a whole day?
Yeah.
So you had a bullet inside of you the whole day, just like you had a meat inside of you the whole day. That's crazy, fam. This is some sick stuff, bro. So the hospital just left you with a bullet inside you burning the whole time. When you was in the car, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, Man, it's crazy in these streets, bro. But anyway, let's get back to these tapes, man. I don't know what y'all laughing for. Let's get back to these tapes.
Okay. What was the pain like during that time?
Pure hell.
So the pain of you getting shot was pure hell. That's what you're saying, Hassan? Pure hell, but you were in the car.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
The pain was hell, according to Hassan. This is some crazy stuff, man. And he's trying to sound deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the gangster thing to say. Like, yo, that pain was hell.
Okay. And they finally do the operation and they pull the bullet out and you actually showed it, on your YouTube video.
Which is crazy. Like, you get shot and you're able to show bullets on camera. Now, think about this now. The bullet is supposed to be evidence, but you're telling me that the police and everybody just let you just have bullets inside your videos and, it's some crazy stuff, man. And he also said he was looking at the bullet to try to figure out what caliber of gun it is. I'm like, aren't you a gangster? Shouldn't you know the bullets? Like, you're a gangster, remember? It's crazy. A gangster, listen, a gangster is supposed to know what caliber of gun shot him. I mean, you didn't ask the police officer, like, what gun shot me? Some crazy stuff, man. Well, anyway, let's get back to the tapes.
Yeah, see, a lot of people didn't understand, they like how he get the bullet because the nurse came in and took it out. She had the bag ready, but before she could actually do the surgery, when she was done, that's when the police officer actually, he comes, he retrieves the bullet, and they takes it away. But before he took the bullet away, I actually got a chance to actually look at it. I was actually trying to figure out what caliber it was, but I wasn't sure.
Of course you wasn't sure because you're not gangster. That's why. He's not gangster, ladies and gentlemen. He's not gangster. I mean, you would expect a gangster to know exactly what caliber of gun it was. I mean, Haas is supposed to be a gangster from the streets, you know what I mean? From the projects. Nobody can mess with Haas. They call him Poppy Grease in the projects. Right? Let's get back to the tapes, man. Let's get back to these tapes.
Right, because at that point it's evidence.
Yes.
Okay, and some people are saying that this whole thing is fake, it's all staged, but there's an actual police report, there's an actual bullet, you're actually in the hospital. I'm
Notice how Vlad is saying some people are saying that it's fake. Yeah, I'm one of the people that said it is fake. Doesn't matter if there's a police report. He could have had his mans in them shoot him. Think about it. Listen, some of these guys will go do anything to get a view, even if it meant shooting themselves, bro. Some people are that desperate for attention.
If I ask you to take your shirt off, you can show me the wound. I'm not going to ask you to do that. But I didn't see this as bullshit at all. I saw this as, okay, this is a serious situation.
Very serious.
How is it serious? How is it a serious situation, Haas, if you ain't even talked to the police in terms of who shot you? How is it serious? You didn't even cooperate with the police, so it's not even serious. It's not even worth talking about. You ain't trying to cooperate. You ain't telling them what's going on. And what's so crazy about this, ladies and gentlemen, is if the shooting happened on housing grounds, in terms of New York City Housing Authority, right? Then they should be able to go to the management office and obtain the cameras and get the footage and locate who did what. The police don't even need Haas to cooperate. By the pure fact that it's a crime and it's on camera, it's enough to make an arrest. So Haas's story is BS. The police don't need him to cooperate if they got it on camera. If there's a shooting and it's on NYCHA grounds and it's on camera, then they can get that information. I used to work for New York City Housing Authority, fam. I know everything about that agency. Do you understand me? All they got to do is just go to the management office, the police, and they can say, look, there was a crime. It was in front of building such and such and such. We need access to the cameras. The only one who had the access to those cameras is the management, the manager, or the superintendent. Only those two. The police will be able to go into the room. It's on a computer screen, and they can access all the buildings in the entire vicinity. And they can look at all the cameras. So if Haas got shot in the projects, the cops don't need him to cooperate. By the pure fact that they got the shooters on tape, they can be able to find them, locate, and do whatever. Where's all of this evidence? Why it's not on the news? Like, come on, we got to really think here. The shooting didn't happen on housing grounds. It did not. It happened outside, allegedly. Because remember, you heard 4 muffled shots, 4 of them. And Haas didn't get hit. So for Haas to tell Vlad that, yeah, it was 4 shots, he's lying. Because that would mean it was extra shots. How come Haas didn't say, oh, they were shooting earlier before I got shot? How come Haas ain't say that? How come Haas didn't tell Vlad, oh, before I got shot, there was 4 gunshots before I got shot. Then 4 shots came out. Notice he never talked about this in none of his stories. Because he used the shootings that happened that day as if though he got shot. You get what I mean? And for all you know, he probably got poked with a damn ice pick or shot himself and then made himself appear as a victim. So not only is he a victim with Bambaataa, but now he's a victim of getting shot. So now we got to be concerned with there are killers looking for Hassan now. When he went to the projects to die, remember? He said he went there on a S mission. You know what S mean, right? He went there on a mission to die. So why do anybody feel sorry for a man that wanted to die in the first place? Like, why? It don't make any sense. Let's get back to these tapes. Let's go.
You know, very, very serious to the point to where that, you know, it became a game of it's not real instead of, okay, you know, what could we actually do to figure out how to, you know, heal this brother or help this brother? You know, what's the problem? Nobody wants to get down to the root of the problem.
Bro, the root of the problem is that you're crazy. That's the root of the problem. This dude is literally saying nobody wants to help him to get down to the root of the problem. The root of the problem is you got greased up by Bambaataa. Bambaataa put heavy meat inside of you. You're in denial about it. You don't want the public to know that you took the meat. But he put heavy meat deep inside of you, deep. I'm talking about real, real deep, all right? You were a willing participant because in your interviews on Queen's Flip, you said you went to that apartment multiple times. Why would a person that's being abused keep going back to the abuser? You weren't forced. When someone was raped, if someone is raped or molested, it's against their will. You are a willing participant. You willingly pull down your pants and let another man put his meat inside of you. You did that. So all of the trauma and everything that you feeling is only your own regret of going through with it. You said that Bambaataa put food on the table and made sure that your house was fed. This is what you said. So you didn't want to give up Bambaataa because he was taking care of the family. That's why you didn't want him to go to jail. Because you knew that if he go to jail, it means no food for the family. And that's why you didn't do nothing to him. You know, so stop the cap, stop playing these little games as if though you're a victim, because you're not a victim. The victims that are out there are the ones that you touched, the kids you touched, Hassan, because you said you touched kids on Mav Hoffa's podcast. You said you touched kids and did the same thing that was done to you, you did to them. So stop acting like a victim when you clearly created victims out here too. Right? Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
The police come in, and do you cooperate at that point?
Absolutely not.
Notice he ain't cooperate with the police. What kind of message he sent into the hood? Because it's not like he committed a crime with these guys. He's a victim. So why is he acting gangster talking about, well, I never cooperated with the police? Then why would we feel sorry for you? Why would we care? You're crazy. At this point, you're a joke. Because if you get shot and you want the public to have sympathy for you and feel some type of way, but you saying you ain't cooperating with the cops, then you're dumb. At this point, you're a laughingstock on social media. Nobody should take you serious.
The police came in. They asked me who shot me. I said they had masks on with badges.
Notice he said mask on with badges. So Haas is basically saying that the police shot him, because he said the same thing in his other video, that he said the people who shot him had on masks with badges. So he's basically saying that the police shot him, the NYPD shot him. This is what he's saying.
Pissed off. You know, they came back, asked me some questions or whatever the case may be, and I made it clear to them I'm not testifying. Like, you know, that's not my thing.
What do you mean you're not testifying? I thought they had masks on. You saying you're not testifying mean that they have their faces, but you're not willing to come down and point them out. You see now, you know you messed up, right? You know you messed up, right? You know you messed up. No, I said 11:30. You know you messed up. You know you done effed up. Wait, 12:30. 12:30? No 12:30. Man, oh man. Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
I mean, two people that you probably don't know just try to kill you.
Right.
You guys weren't involved in a crime together. I don't personally consider this snitching.
It's not snitching. What is Haas doing? It's not snitching. How is it snitching? But again, in this sick man's mind, he believed that telling on who shot him is snitching. That is dumb. That's crazy, man. Vlad has to know he's lying, fam, because I was saying that earlier. I was saying that Vlad has to know that this dude is lying. But he's going to use him to get the views and get the numbers. He's going to do what he got to do at the end of the day. But he know he's lying. Let's get back to the tapes.
From my point of view, you know, you're a victim at this point. You're not, you know, you guys didn't go, there's not a drug deal gone bad or something of that sort. Like, you're just literally, you know, I mean, you know, there is some fault obviously in your, you know, from you as well. You're sitting there wilding out and causing a ruckus, but you're not posing a threat to anybody at that point. And ultimately two guys come and they're aggressive towards you and you end up getting shot. I don't personally see a problem with cooperating. Why do you see a problem with that?
Well, first and foremost, I mean,
listen to this sob story. Now notice, Vlad said he don't have a problem cooperating. Remember, Vlad is supposed to be the culture vulture, according to Hassan Campbell. But he went and sat in his chair to give his statement. But listen to what Haas said here.
I lived that life. You know,
he lived that life
for many, many years out of my life in the past. So for me to dish it out and not be able to take it, if you can dish it out, you should be able to take it.
This man is something wrong with him. Are y'all listening to this? He's saying because he had a past, he should be able to take the L of getting shot. Are y'all listening to this madness? So he's basically protecting the person who shot him. He's basically protecting the shooters. Why? Could it be that he know who they are? It's crazy, man.
I've dished it out plenty of times. Now I got to take it. I got to hold that.
Wow.
That's what warriors do.
That's what warriors do.
It's a door. And guess what? Haas ain't go through that door.
He went through the door.
It's a level of success.
He went through the door, ladies and gentlemen. He went through the door.
Where it's a door. It's a door. When you platinum and you getting 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you can walk in. I'm not sure if it's homo or if it's Illuminati. I just didn't take that door. I went straight. There's 3 different doors, right? There's 3 different ways to walk. There's to the left, there's to the right, and then there's straight. Straight is you're on your own. Let's see if you continue this success, young man. Let's see if it's all about your skills, young man. Let's really see that. You went straight. To the right, I'm not sure if that's the homo shit right there. And then there's to the left, I'm not sure if there's some sacrifice shit going on right there. I'm not sure because I went straight.
But now notice what he said. Right door is the rainbow door. Left door is the sacrifice. Door in the front, you're on your own. Watch how Haas twist everything up. Check it out.
Hey, Vlad, is that not your platform? Why you didn't tell Nori when he sat on your couch and he told you that there's a door, there's 3 doors. One is bestiality, one is homosexuality, and the other one is sacrifice.
That's not what Nori said. Do you see how Haas just manipulated everything, twisted around, talked about bestiality? That's not what Nori said. Listen, he said the right door is the rainbow, the left door is sacrifice, and the door in front, you're on your own. Haas took the sacrifice door. Well, maybe he took the rainbow door. I don't know. You know, because he might have took the rainbow door. You know, you never know nowadays. But it is what it is.
These are the 3 doors of the industry. Why you didn't sit up there and tell Nori to stop lying? Huh?
Why you went on Vlad TV when you was just talking ish about him? Listen, Vlad is using you right now. He know you talk dirt about him many times, but he see the dollar. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna milk this cow. That's exactly what he's saying.
Like, nah. All right. Watch.
Haas probably took the back door. Probably took the back door, fam. Knowing you probably took the back door.
Academics. Look at Academics' face. Look.
Hear it. This industry is not what it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper. You got 200 followers. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than me. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. It's rigged. Listen, you have to sit down with Spotify. Sit down with Apple. You have to do this interview. You have to. If you don't want to, you have to. You have to go see this person and sit down and talk to them. You have to go and do this. You have to. Yo, telling you facts. Hear it.
Look at
this industry is not what it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper. You got 200 followers. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than me. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. It's rigged. Listen, you have to sit down with Spotify. Sit down with Apple. You have to do this interview. You have to. If you don't want to, you have to. You have to go see this person and sit down and talk to them. You have to go and do this. You have to. Yo, you gotta check the boxes. Literally, you could say, I don't feel like doing that. I don't even like that person. You have to. You're a puppet. You can't say some shit. Take that down. Take it down right now. Okay. I'll take it down. Don't say that. I'm telling you facts. Hear it. This industry is not what it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper. You got 200 followers.
You have to.
And you had to too, Haas. Because I'm pretty sure Vlad got you under contract. So you went through the door. You did. And now what are you going to do? Are you going to brag about being on Vlad TV now? Is that going to be your videos now? You're going to be bragging all day about, oh, I was on Vlad TV. All you other content creators, you haven't been interviewed by Vlad. I don't want to be interviewed by Vlad, bro. Not me. Anybody that know me, they know I don't even be around with no other content creators in terms of doing interviews or any of that stuff. I'm not into it, especially on those platforms. I don't trust none of those people because I understand. But you talked a lot of crap about Vlad. So for you to be sitting down doing interviews, you look like a clown. And these YouTube streets, they know who you are now. It's very clear, it's very evident that you sold out. You're a sellout. Nobody could trust your word no more. When you try to talk about black issues, nobody should pay you no mind. If you talk about anything that deals with the community, nobody should take you serious. Because why are you talking to Vlad about your circumstances when you could have went on various other black podcasts to talk about it? You could hit people up to talk about it, but you know you couldn't because you made so many enemies. You've made so many enemies in the YouTube streets because you think you're better than everybody. But you decided to go on Vlad because he offered you some money. I believe Vlad contacted you. There's no way you contacted Vlad. Vlad hit you up. You got that call. The same call you talk about, how the industry call you, you got that call. You got that message, that email, that voicemail. Yeah. And he offered you something you couldn't refuse. He said, look, Hassan, I'm going to fly you out. I'm going to fly you out, all expense paid trip. And I'm going to have a check for you for about $50,000, $60,000. Or we might work a contract out where I can pay you, and when it comes to royalties from the videos, the ad revenue and various other monetary, gain. Yeah, I worked out a deal, and the deal was good. It's a lot of money. And this is why you're a puppet now. You're a puppet. You can't even be yourself anymore. They're going to have total control over you. And it's sad. It's sad what people do for that dollar, bro. Real, real sick, man. But anyway, let's get back to this tape real quick. I'm about to wrap up the stream. You know what I mean? Let's get back to this.
You have to. Look at Academic's face while Tekashi is spilling the beans and giving the secrets. Yo, I don't think y'all understand, man. Tekashi was blackballed. It was over for him.
Just like it was over for you. After the Cassie and Diddy case, once that happened, your story with Bambaataa died. And it was over for you. And that's why you walked through the door. Because without that door, you are done. Your story's over. That's why you walked through the door. To save your career on YouTube. So, ladies and gentlemen, my final words on this, because like I said, I already reviewed the entire video. If you want to see the rest of that video, just when the stream ends, just start the video back over and you'll be able to catch it. My final thoughts on this is Hassan is going to be on other podcasts. You're going to see him getting interviewed by other big names. And he's going to be going around these YouTube streets on a crusade to talk about Bambaataa and his abuse and all of this trauma. And really, it's a gimmick. At the end of the day, Bambaataa's never going to prison. And Hassan said he don't want money. So if he don't want money and he's not trying to put in the work to take Bambaataa out, then what do he want? I'm telling you, man, he's wasting everybody's time. Y'all can sit there and keep believing his story. The man is not hurt. The man has a mental problem that he need help with. He need counseling. He need therapy. He need to go to a medical professional so they can evaluate his mind. Any grown man that is 47 that would go down to the projects to argue with people and make threats and threaten single mothers. This man threatened women. He went to the projects and he threatened women that he was going to throw people's mothers down the steps. Like, how disgusting could you be? But we're supposed to feel sorry for you. But you're threatening women. You're literally threatening women with violence. But you want us to feel sorry because some man put his meat inside of you and you didn't even have the balls to handle your business. But you gangster, right? You a gangster from the projects with the shooters. But another man was able to hold you down and put his meat in you. And you ain't do nothing? But you gangster, right? You're gangster. But you let another man put meat in you. And you told WAC 100 that you don't got it in you to do anything? But when the bloggers speak about you, you quick to make a video. But you're not quick to pull up on Bambaataa. I tell you, man. Y'all keep sitting here believing this dude, bro. Y'all keep on thinking this dude is in these streets. I told you, he's a character. I got him all figured out, fam. I figured this thing out real quick. It didn't take me 20 years to figure this one out, fam. Like, seriously. Didn't take me 20 years. So, hey, we're going to wrap up the stream. If you haven't already, click that like button. Let's get these likes to 1,000, man. Let's get these likes to 1,000, fam. We put out a good show tonight. Very, very good show. I'm happy with this show. Been a while. Finally got the whole system up and running. You know what I mean? We're going to do these shows like this. And everything is going to be A1 production moving forward. And it is what it is, man. We're going to definitely stay on top of this case here and find out more details. Because like I said, VLADTV is going to milk the system when it comes to this particular topic with Hassan. He's going to continually post part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 in small little increments. Because the way he do it, he want the views to just keep going up. Because if he was to post the full interview, he'll just get the views off of that and then it'll be dead. So what he do is he record it first, chop it into pieces because he know you're anticipating more. And it keeps you coming back to his platform. And once he finish upload all the parts, then he's going to release the full interview and then get the numbers on that video. So by the time he finished milking the system, he probably got about a good 3 million views off of the entire interview. And that translates into thousands upon thousands of dollars. Trust me. The first Hassan clip he put up, the first video, that probably made him probably more than $15,000 already. Give or take. About 2 to 3 million subs. A video pushing almost 200,000 views. Yeah. He probably made 20,000 on that one video, that 8-minute clip. About 20,000, 20K. Tops. Yeah. So he's making back his money easy off of whatever he paid Hassan. He's getting that right back. Easy. You know? This is how it is, man. So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. You know, rocking with the platform, man. It is what it is. I probably might just play another music video, fam, since I'm going to close out in a few, right? What do you think? Another music video? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see another music video. Another music video? Put a 1. Put a 2. I don't want to see no music video. I'm ready to go to sleep, Ringo. I'm ready to go to sleep. Because I'm ending the show anyway. So, you know, I could just throw in another music video and then close it out. I just close it out. Which one? Oh, another one? Okay, let's go for it, fam. Let's go for it. So again, my final thoughts on this. Hassan is going to be on a lot of other platforms. What platforms? I can see Hassan doing an interview with, what's that football player that just recently did a video with Charleston White? I believe that he's going to be there next. Forgot his name. Y'all know the guy that be wearing all the designer clothes. Cam Newton. He's going to be on Cam Newton. I see that happening. He's going to be there. Where else? He's going to be there. He's definitely going to be. He's going to be on. Listen. He's going to be on all the bigger platforms, because once you're on Vlad TV, the word goes out and others are going to want to interview you to get that same money. You get it? They're going to all want to cash in. So just like Hassan was passed around in the projects to Bambaataa and all Bambaataa buddies, he's going to be passed around in the YouTube streets. With the grease. Serious, fam. All right, fam. Let me play this last video, this last music video here, and then we're gonna close out the stream. So again, to everybody that's in the chat, be sure to click the like button. Appreciate everybody stopping by. If you supported the stream via Cash App, we're gonna shout you out at the end after the music video is done. I'm gonna give out those shout outs and read out those Cash Apps and whatnot. But let's check this one out, fam. Ringo TV reaction, man. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Stop.
Look at the girl them there, so them talking. Look at the girl them party. Look at the girl there. Look at the girl there. Look at the girl them vex. Look at the girl them there, so them talking. Look at the girl them party. Look at the girl there. Look at the girl there. Look at the girl them vex. Girl them attack on the line. Woman they saw them attack all the time. Them on TikTok, them on YouTube. The girl them rude too, and now the girl them vex. Look at the girl them there, so them text. Girl in the party, girl them face vex. Them have no man, no man. Me say, look at the girl, she have no man, yo. If you want protection, you better find a husband. And if you can't find that, you better dial 911. If you want protection, you better find a husband. And if you can't find that, you better dial 911. Me not have to fight for the girl them. Me not have to fight for the girl them. Me not have to fight for the girl them. For the girl them. For the girl them, no. Me not have to fight for the girl them. Me not have to fight for the girl them. Me not have to fight for the girl them. For the girl them. For the girl them, no. So why are you expecting me to protect you? Protect you, no. You're not my wife. So why are you expecting me to protect you? Protect you, no.
fi fight for the girl them, for the girl them. You're not my wife. Me not have to fight for the girl them. Me not have to fight for the girl them. Me not have to fight for the girl them, for the girl them, for the girl them.
If you want protection, you better find a husband. And if you can't find that, you better dial 911. If you want protection, you better find a husband. And if you can't find that, you better dial 911.
Me not have to fight for the girl them. Me not have to fight for the girl them. Me not have to fight for the girl them, for the girl them, for the girl them. No, me not have to fight for the girl them. Me not have to fight for the girl them. Me not have to fight for the girl them, for the girl them, for the girl them. No, you know me wife, you know me girl, so why you talking? Why you vex? You know me wife, you know me girl, so why you talking? Why you vex? You know me wife, you know me girl, so why you talking? Why you vex? You know me wife, you know me girl, so why you talking? Why you vex?
If you want protection, you better find a husband. And if you can't find that, you better dial 911. If you want protection, you better find a husband. And if you can't find that, you better dial 911.
All right, all right. So, there you have it, fam. Hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Let me read out these Cash Apps real quick. And then we're going to get up on out of here. See what we got. So, and make sure you get the like up on the stream. The likes are for free. It don't cost you not $1 to click that like button, fam. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Let me see. Shout out to, who is this? Hold on a second. Jermel. Shout out to Jermel for the Cash App.
Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso,
Yeah.
Add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up.
And shout out to Carla for the $20 support. Appreciate you. Carla for the $20 support. Shout out to Sherelle for the $15 support. Sherelle.
Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up.
All right, y'all. There you have it. It is what it is. We're going to get up on out of here, man. Hope everybody enjoyed the stream. And that's about it. Going to close out with another track.
Money.
You already done know what it is. Ringo TV Reactions, man. We back.
Oh, yeah. Money.
Power. Money in my pocket.
Lights on now. Yeah. Money. Making money. Niggas be looking at me. Rolling on the block. Man, I'm getting paper. Rolling. Looking at me, I'm looking so fly. All of these niggas, they looking at me, man, wishing to die. Chilling in my car, man, I'm getting paper. All of these bitches out here, man, they want this nigga. Rolling. Niggas be holding out. Don't wanna give a nigga his flowers. I'm a boss. See me flexing on the road. Window down, top down. Shades on, blinged out, ringed out.
designer on, nigga looking fly.
How could you hate on a nigga that be doing well? Mad niggas, they up in jail. Niggas mad because I'm doing well. Whole time and I'm smelling good. Niggas out here up in the hood. All day I'm popping. Bodies, they dropping. BK, I'm rapping. Niggas out here half stepping. Niggas talking, they bitching up. Money. Online, they trolling. Lights on.
Drip where people stare everywhere, everywhere. Yeah, I'm rolling in the top, chilling in the drop.
Making money, man, I'm doing this
non-stop, rolling. Ha ha, and on top now. BK, I'm reppin'. Niggas out here half stepping. Speeding through the night, yeah, window fly. Roll the window down, make the music play. Ringo TV, you already done know what it is, man. Click that damn like button.
Rolling through the hood
with the top down, making money, making that sound pop. Oh, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Where all the ladies at?
Going up and I be flipping in. Came out and I be ripping in. Ripping down that top down. Rolling with my windows down. Spinning rims. Rolling out. Lights on. Money here. Looking fly. Dressing up. J's on. Looking good. Rolling.
We out of here, fam. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.